Every woman remembers the man who kissed her like she was more than just a body, like she was a universe waiting to be discovered. A kiss is not just lips meeting lips, it is a language of desire, a confession without words, and sometimes the spark that makes her feel she is the only woman in the world. But here's the truth: if you keep kissing her in the same predictable way, the fire fades. She may enjoy it, but she won't feel that raw, unshakable desire that stays in her memory. To make her feel deeply wanted, you need to know the secret places where a kiss doesn't just touch her skin, it touches her soul. When a man kisses a woman on the forehead, it may look simple, even innocent, compared to the fiery passion of a kiss on the lips or the heat of a kiss on the neck. But what most people overlook is that this single act carries one of the deepest emotional powers. The forehead is not just skin, it is a place where the mind and the heart meet. When your lips touch that spot, it does something that most men don't realize. It tells her without a word, you are safe with me, you are valued, you are more than just physical beauty. And believe me, safety and security are the foundation of a woman's desire. A woman who feels safe will give herself completely, not just to your body, but to your soul. Think about this in reality. Most men are obsessed with physical chemistry. They want to rush to the lips, to the body, to the parts they believe matter most. But if you ask a woman what she remembers years later about a man she once loved, she will rarely describe the way he touched her body first. She will describe the way he made her feel, and often that memory is tied to a simple, tender act like a kiss on the forehead. Because the truth is, women want to be desired, yes, but they also want to feel chosen, protected, and deeply respected. The forehead kiss is not about lust. It's about love, assurance, and the promise that you see her as more than just physical pleasure. Let me put it in a scenario. Imagine she's had a long day, the world has drained her, she's carrying the weight of expectations, deadlines, and maybe even insecurities. She comes to you not looking perfect, no makeup, messy hair, maybe even a little stressed. Now, most men in this moment would ignore the chance to express intimacy because they think this isn't the time for romance. But that's where you're wrong, because this is exactly when she needs to feel cherished. And a kiss on the forehead in that moment, when she's not trying to impress you, when she feels vulnerable, speaks louder than any compliment or grand gesture. It tells her, even in your weakest moments, I still want you, I still see you, and I still desire you. That is how a kiss makes her feel deeply desired in a way she will never forget. Psychologically, the forehead kiss activates a sense of calm in the brain. It's like your lips are sending a message directly into her nervous system. Relax, you are safe. That's why sometimes when a man kisses a woman's forehead, she closes her eyes and lets out that little sigh. It's not because the kiss was passionate, it's because the kiss touched her soul, not just her skin. It reduced her guard, made her feel vulnerable in the best way possible. And let me tell you, vulnerability is the birthplace of intimacy. This is where so many men fail. They think desire is only built in the heat of passion. They believe they have to constantly be bold, aggressive, and fiery to keep her attention. But women don't want to be treated like an object of endless hunger. They want to be treated like a treasure, something that is both desired and protected. When you kiss her forehead, you're saying, you're mine, not just for tonight, but for every part of you. The strong, the soft, the broken, the powerful. And that, my friend, is what makes her body crave you even more. Because once her heart feels safe, her body follows naturally. Now let's talk about how and when to use this kiss. Timing is everything. If you kiss her forehead casually, like it's just routine, it loses its magic. But if you do it with intention, it becomes unforgettable. Imagine holding her face gently in your hands, looking into her eyes for a moment, and then leaning down to press your lips against her forehead, slow and deliberate. You don't rush it, you don't make it awkward, you simply let the silence say everything. That silence tells her, I see you, I value you, I love you, and she will carry that feeling with her long after the moment is over. Another powerful moment is after intimacy. Many men finish the physical act and then roll over, check their phone, or fall asleep. That's the quickest way to make her feel used. But if instead, in the quiet after, when her head is on your chest, you lean down and kiss her forehead, you transform that entire experience. She doesn't just remember the pleasure, she remembers the intimacy. She remembers that even when the fire was over, the love still burned. That kiss seals the connection, and it makes her want you not just physically, but emotionally, again and again. There is also something bold about kissing her forehead in public. Not in a way that's performative or exaggerated, but in small, intimate moments. Maybe you're walking together, and you suddenly pull her close, hold her for a second, and kiss her forehead right there. That moment tells her, I don't care who's watching, you're mine, and I'm proud of it. Public displays of affection are often about ego, showing the world you're together, but a forehead kiss in public is different. It's not about showing off, it's about reassuring her that even when the world is watching, she is still the one who matters most. That simple gesture can melt her heart because it shows consistency. You love her the same in private and in public. But let's not pretend women are only emotional. They are also deeply sensual, and this is where most men miss the secret of the forehead kiss. While it begins as an emotional act, it actually builds physical desire too. Because when a woman feels safe, when she feels chosen, her body naturally opens up to deeper levels of passion. A forehead kiss might not be directly sexual, but it sets the stage for the most passionate intimacy. It removes resistance, eliminates doubt, and makes her trust you completely. And trust is the sexiest thing you can ever give a woman. Here's the bold reality. Anyone can make a woman feel good in the moment, but very few men can make a woman feel deeply desired in a way that lingers. The men who only focus on her body fade from her memory quickly, but the men who understood the power of small, intentional acts like a forehead kiss, they live rent-free in her heart and in her fantasies. Because she knows that kind of man doesn't just want her beauty, he wants her soul. And once a woman believes that, you have unlocked a level of connection most men will never experience. So, the next time you're with her, don't just think about passion. Don't just think about what excites you. Think about what makes her feel secure, adored, and irreplaceable. Start with a kiss on her forehead. It might seem simple, but in that moment, you're planting a seed of desire so deep that it will grow every single day. Because desire isn't just about fire, it's about safety in the fire. And when you give her that, she won't just love you, she will crave you. The neck is one of the most underestimated yet powerful places a man can kiss a woman. While the lips may be the symbol of romance and the forehead may carry security and tenderness, the neck is the very gateway of desire. It is where passion begins to lose its boundaries, where self-control starts to slip, and where a woman feels the raw intensity of being deeply wanted. Every woman knows the weakness of that spot, and every man who learns how to master it unlocks a kind of connection that lingers long after the kiss is over. The truth is, the neck is not just another part of her body. It is a zone filled with nerve endings so sensitive that even the slightest brush of your lips or breath can send shivers down her spine. But more than that, it carries a psychological weight. A kiss on the neck whispers danger and pleasure at the same time. It is bold, almost primal, and it communicates something very direct. I desire you. It's not about polite affection anymore, it's about unleashing passion. And that is why women crave it so much. Because in that one place, a kiss makes her feel not just loved, but undeniably desired. Think about how most men kiss. They stick to the lips, maybe a little cheek, sometimes a quick peck here and there, safe, predictable, ordinary. But when a man leans down, brushes her hair aside, and kisses her neck slowly, intentionally, he breaks through ordinary. He tells her, I want you in a way that is not just surface level. I want all of you. That kind of kiss is bold and it carries confidence. It's not the kiss of a man who is unsure of himself. It's the kiss of a man who knows exactly what he wants and isn't afraid to show it. What makes this even more powerful is the vulnerability of the neck. Unlike other places, the neck is exposed, soft, and sensitive. When she lets you kiss her there, she is surrendering a part of herself that is delicate. And that surrender is what heightens the intimacy. It becomes more than just a kiss. It becomes an exchange of trust. She lets her guard down, and you respond with passion. This is why so many women close their eyes or let out a soft gasp when kissed there. It's not just the physical sensation. It's the feeling of giving in, of letting herself be wanted fully. Now, let's talk about how to do it right. Too many men rush. They attack the neck like it's a destination, when in reality it is a journey. The key is to be patient, start slow, let your lips barely graze her skin. That anticipation, that teasing, is what makes her body ignite. Sometimes it's not even the kiss itself, but the warmth of your breath near her neck that makes her shiver. It's the build-up, the pause before the touch, the tension that makes the kiss explode with meaning. You have to understand that desire grows in the spaces between action and restraint. The slower you are, the deeper she falls into the moment. Imagine this scene. You're close to her, maybe whispering in her ear, your voice low, your words soft. Your lips linger near her neck, but you don't kiss immediately. You let the silence build. You let her body anticipate. She tilts her head slightly, exposing more of her neck without even realizing it. That movement alone is her invitation, her silent way of saying, yes, I want this. And when you finally press your lips against that spot, when you hold her there just long enough, her whole body reacts. That is not just a kiss, it's a takeover of her senses. The neck also carries symbolism. A kiss there is not innocent like the forehead, not neutral like the hand. It is primal. It goes back to the deepest instincts of human attraction. It's the place where passion turns physical, where the line between control and surrender blurs. That is why a kiss on the neck often leads to more. It awakens a side of her that even she may not be aware of. It triggers the part of her brain that is hungry, wild, and deeply sensual. And let's be honest, that is the side every man wants to awaken in the woman he loves. Another thing to note is variety. A kiss on the neck should never be the same every time. Sometimes it's a gentle peck. Other times it's a slow lingering press. And sometimes it's a playful trail from the ear down to the shoulder. That unpredictability keeps her on edge, keeps her craving more. Because what women desire is not repetition, but the feeling that every kiss is alive, spontaneous, and intentional. When you master that, you stop being predictable and start being unforgettable. Now, some men think kissing the neck is only for intimate moments in the bedroom. That's another mistake. The neck kiss, when used in everyday moments, is one of the most powerful ways to make her feel desired out of nowhere. Imagine you're cooking together, she's laughing, her hands are busy, and you suddenly step behind her, pull her close, and kiss her neck softly. She wasn't expecting it, and that surprise makes her heart race. That one kiss tells her, even now, in this ordinary moment, I want you. That is what keeps desire alive in a relationship. Because it's not only about the grand nights of passion, it's about the small reminders that your hunger for her never fades. There's also a boldness to kissing her neck in public, not in a way that makes her uncomfortable, but in a subtle, teasing way. Maybe you're at a gathering and you lean close to whisper something in her ear, letting your lips brush against her neck for just a second. It's discreet, but she feels it. She feels the heat, the claim, the silent promise of what's to come later. That moment will stay in her mind the entire night, building anticipation, and anticipation, as you know, is one of the strongest fuels of desire. What makes the neck kiss even more powerful is how it connects both the emotional and physical sides of a woman. On the one hand, it is undeniably sensual, almost impossible to resist. But on the other hand, when done tenderly, it also feels deeply affectionate. It tells her, I don't just want your body, I want your heart, your attention, your surrender. That balance of tenderness and passion is rare, and when a man gives it through something as simple as a kiss on the neck, it becomes unforgettable. Here's the reality: women don't just want to be loved, they want to be desired. They want to know that in your eyes they are irresistible, and nothing communicates that more clearly than a kiss on the neck. It's not polite, it's not casual, it's urgent. It says, I can't help myself when I'm near you. That urgency is intoxicating. It makes her feel powerful, beautiful, and completely desired in a way that goes beyond words. So if you truly want to make her feel deeply desired, learn the art of kissing her neck. Don't rush, don't make it mechanical. Make it intentional, passionate, and alive. Use it when she least expects it. Use it when she is vulnerable. Use it when you want to remind her that she still drives you crazy. Because at the end of the day, love is remembered in the details, and desire is remembered in the places that make her body tremble. The neck is one of those places, and once you master it, you won't just kiss her body, you'll kiss her into a memory she will never let go of. The hands are one of the most overlooked places a man can kiss a woman, yet they carry an intimacy so powerful it can melt her heart instantly. Most people don't realize it, but the hands are a language of their own. They touch, they hold, they comfort, they protect. And when a man kisses a woman's hand, he is not just kissing skin. He is kissing everything she has built, everything she carries, and everything she represents. It is one of the purest symbols of admiration and desire. While the lips may scream passion and the neck whispers urgency, the hands quietly tell her, I adore you, I respect you, and I want every part of you. And when done right, this kiss can make her feel deeply desired in ways that words cannot capture. Think about what a woman's hands represent. They are often tired from working, from caring, from holding things together, from giving endlessly to everyone else. They are strong, yet delicate. They may not be the first part of her body you think of when you think of desire, but that's exactly why this kiss is so powerful. Because when you kiss her hands, you are acknowledging the part of her that often goes unseen, the part she herself may forget is beautiful. It tells her, I notice even the smallest details about you, and I find them worthy of affection. That act of noticing alone makes her feel valued. Psychologically, the kiss on the hand is tied to reverence. Historically, it was a sign of respect and admiration, but in romance, it transforms into something even deeper. It is both gentle and bold. Gentle, because it doesn't demand or invade. Bold, because it openly declares affection without hesitation. When you take her hand and kiss it, you show her you are not ashamed of your desire, that you are proud to show it, even in the simplest moments. That confidence is what ignites her emotions. Now imagine this. You're walking with her. Maybe you've been laughing or simply talking about everyday things. Suddenly, you stop for a moment, you take her hand, and without saying a word, you lift it gently and press your lips against it. The world keeps moving. People walk past, but for her, time freezes in that one moment. Because in that simple gesture, you've told her she is special, she is cherished, and she is desired. It's not flashy, it's not overdone, it's intentional. And intentionality is what makes a woman fall deeper. There is also a sensual element hidden in the hand kiss that many men miss. When your lips touch her hand, when you linger just a little longer than expected, when your eyes meet hers while you do it, the air between you changes. It's no longer just a sweet gesture. It becomes charged with electricity. That eye contact, combined with the softness of your kiss, communicates an intensity that words cannot. It makes her feel like the center of your universe in that very moment. And trust me, women remember how you make them feel in the smallest gestures more than in the grandest ones. Another powerful moment to kiss her hand is during vulnerability. Maybe she's nervous, maybe she's emotional, maybe she's doubting herself. In that moment, holding her hand and kissing it softly is like telling her, I'm here. I see your strength, but I also see your softness, and I love both. It's not just reassurance, it's intimacy, because what you're doing is showing her that your desire doesn't depend on perfection. You desire her even in her rawest, most unguarded moments. That kind of love makes her feel not only safe, but irreplaceable. The hand kiss also carries a sense of chivalry that many women crave but rarely experience anymore. In a world where everything is rushed, where gestures are often shallow, something as old, fashioned yet deeply intentional as kissing her hand feels rare and precious. It tells her she's not just another woman to you, she is the woman. And that feeling of being singled out, of being uniquely valued, is what makes her feel deeply desired in a way that goes beyond the physical. Now, let's bring it into intimacy. Many men ignore the hands completely when it comes to passion. They focus only on the obvious places, forgetting that hands are deeply sensitive too. Running your lips along her knuckles, kissing the back of her hand, or even kissing her fingertips one by one creates a buildup of desire that is subtle but overwhelming. It's teasing, it's patient, it's the kind of attention that makes her entire body anticipate more. And when a woman feels that level of focus on her, when she feels that every detail of her matters to you, she doesn't just feel desired, she feels worshipped. There is also something incredibly romantic about kissing her hands after intimacy. Think about it. The passion may have burned brightly, but when it's over, instead of just collapsing into silence, you reach for her hand, hold it gently, and kiss it. That act tells her, even after the fire, I still treasure you. It's the perfect blend of passion and tenderness, and it leaves her feeling not just physically satisfied, but emotionally secure. That combination is what makes desire last beyond the moment. Even in public, the hand kiss has a charm of its own. It is subtle enough not to embarrass her, yet powerful enough to send a message. Imagine you're at dinner, conversation flowing, and in the middle of it, you take her hand from across the table, bring it to your lips and kiss it softly. Everyone else sees a sweet gesture, but she feels something much deeper. She feels chosen, admired, and claimed all at once, and because it is done so casually, it feels effortless, which makes it even more powerful. The beauty of the hand kiss is that it doesn't require the right setting or the perfect timing. It can happen anywhere at any moment, and it still carries the same weight. That's what makes it unforgettable. It's not bound to passion alone or to tenderness alone. It exists in both worlds. It can be as romantic as it is bold, as affectionate as